All right. What's up, folks? Let's get into it. Wait, who was this? Boom, 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 boom. Somebody sent me the wrong message. I know that ain't for me. But what's up, folks? Let's get into it. Let's get into the lies. The lies coming to you straight from the fake news administration, that being no other than Donald Trump and the carpet flying damn FBI director, Kash Patel. These fools talking about Iran wants to drop the big one on California. Now, I ain't gonna lie, not that long ago, I heard the big ass boom outside the window. I heard a couple of mugs, and all here looking like, oh shit. I know goddamn Iran ain't dropping shit on Vegas. I'm like, oh no, please don't let it start, man. There was some goddamn fireworks, I believe. Let me see. Hold on one second. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Yeah, I'm like, these fools and dropped the damn bomb on me and shit. Let me see. Yeah, let me see. Somebody texted me. They got the wrong number, I believe. But yeah, so getting into this shit, like I said, I heard boom, boom. I'm like, oh shit, what the hell going on? I'm like, if I'm hearing any booms, I'm thinking it's damn bombs because right now it's bombs over Baghdad, bombs over Iran and shit. So I'm like, the Iranians coming back. So supposedly there's some damn threat of Iranian drones coming here to California. They warning California to be on look on lookout. Now I wouldn't be surprised if this Donald Trump and them who gonna be the terrorists that gonna do some shit to strike in California. Because one thing about Trump, he can't stand California and he can't stand the damn cities in it. Let me see. Okay, they said wrong number. Yeah, he can't stand the cities up in this goddamn in the damn state of the great state of California with the great cities of Los Angeles, San Francisco, San Diego, Oakland, and the list goes on. But once again, Trump has royally fucked up. He has effed up royally. And now he thought he can go in there and play bully ball with the Iranians. He thought he can do this little fake negotiation, pulling these fools to the table to have people walking out their house, going in there, going into this meeting, and as they leave, they can watch these fools, where they going, where they came from, and who is who and what is what. And then they use this moment to take out, let me see, and then they use this moment to identify who is who, what is what, and where they're going, and then they have the intel to drop the bombs they needed to take out the supreme leader. Well, now all they have done is appointed the supreme leader's son into the leadership role. And then it was something about the new supreme leader, the son ended up being hurt in a bombing put on by America and Israel, who are both trying to attack them after they try to jump on these dudes and still ain't been able to, finish it. There's been also reports about Benjamin Netanyahu. Where the hell is Netanyahu? So I've been seeing a lot of posts coming out that Netanyahu may be dead. It came out, what was that, yesterday or the day before that his brother is killed, Netanyahu, and then some other top-level Israeli cat. These Iranian motherfuckers is not playing. They are not playing. And now I hear they unleashing the real shit on Israel, and they ain't playing about this shipping shit. They are not playing about none of this shit. And this is where it comes down to where Trump and his ineffectiveness of understanding the play of global politics, of understanding of how to deal with the Iranian situation and the way in which he played his hand wrong and trying to do this whole sneak attack shit. And the sneak attack ain't do a goddamn thing. The fact that he was about to leave the Iranians hanging, who he called to go in there and hurry up and overthrow your government while we done bomb these people go in there. And then he tried to tell the people with ships going into the Straits of Hormuz to have the courage to go in there, have the courage and run them ships through there. Like, yeah, fucking right. Because right now they in there blowing shit up. Iran don't get two fucks because Iran understand the damage that can be caused to the American economy. Iran understands that there are elections coming up. And the fact that this falls on Trump, just like they highlight this shit. These are the Epstein wars. This fool uses as a distraction to cover up for Epstein. And many of the American people feel that way. None of the Americans rock, not even with our own country. And the actions over in Iran. That now Kash Patel and whole ass Donald Trump come up with a new distraction and a new way to try to get the nation's support behind them in this ill-advised war campaign they got going on, which they're suffering and embarrassing the damn nation, embarrassing the so-called great military Trump claims that he put together in such a short ass time, who bombed fucking girls' schools and done that shit intentionally, knew it was girls. And once again, they don't want these girls to be able to produce a new generation of young Iranians. And that's all that shit was. Shit was done deliberately. They knew what the fuck that was. And now they hide their hand once the fallout comes from the situation in which they kill all them young school-age little girls. Once again, the Epstein war. They don't give a damn about them little girls. And the fact that they have probably pulled away from each one of those kids being able to produce maybe one or two new generations of Iranian, male, whatever it could have been. And so a lot of that, you got to account for a heavy loss in its, replenishing of its population and all this other shit. That this fool denied the fact that that Tomahawk missile didn't come from them. He denies the fucking bomb comes from him. Everything points towards him. They all this damn satellite fucking surveillance they got going on. All I gotta do is pull back up the satellite information, the cameras that are watching this shit, recording this shit. And they clearly see, based on what we're seeing, like everything, all evidence points towards America doing it. No, we didn't do it. An Iranian Tomahawk was nearby, and blah blah blah. It was like, well, we looking at on the scene of this damn crime, Trump, and the bomb that was used here is all type of United States shit all over the damn bomb. To where your name on the side of the fucking bomb, the little pieces of shrapnel and shit. I see Trump here, Trump there, 47 there. Y'all did this shit, you piece of shit. And so now the word is coming out that the Iranians are targeting the great state of California, the populated state of California, the state that is viewed as a liberal state. And now they want to get the rest of the world to support them behind this. If they to create a lie that Iran is going to do this, when Trump and them are going to try to ignite something, Trump and them will try to destroy something, have some, and they're going to be so stupid with it, they're going to probably use some kind of drone that's developed here in America by Trump and his little FBI and his government to pull off some covert shit to act like it came from Iran. This is how dumb this motherfucker is. Iran is much closer to fucking New York, Florida, Washington, D.C. And Iran is on Trump ass, not California ass. I would be surprised Trump and pull off some old fake ass Iranian attack to go and get Gavin Newsom and shit. Send some drone, act like it's Iranian shit to go take out Gavin Newsom. Them Iranians gonna be on Trump ass. If the Iranians want to attack America, you better go hit Mar-a-Lago. Blow that shit the fuck up. Burn that shit down to smithereens. If the Iranians want to attack this motherfucker, you go after the motherfucker that started this shit. You don't need to go to war with America. You don't even need to attack this mother. You got two spots to go after. Where the idiot is. Where the little wig head idiot, worthless, un-American, worthless in American, in America, pointless to America, and that being no other than Donald Trump. Get him the fuck up out of here. Asian Matt says Macaulay Hall says Russia to the airport, bus station, train station, etc. Says Nathan Yahoo says Ben gone. Says I told you last week. See, I don't know. I'm waiting for the word to come out. When you send that report, I was like, I can't do no damn live on that shit. And he says Brandon owes you. owes me money. I don't know what he owed me money for. I know Boxing says, what's happening? What's happening, bro? Man, up here listening to this fake ass information coming from Kash Patel, carpet riding ass FBI, talking about some attack from Iran on California. When Iran is much closer to the eastern coast of the United States than it is to fucking California. Like, it's just gonna bypass all that significant ass shit in America to bypass to bypass all these other major cities where all this damn decision making is made. This is how ineffective Trump is as a leader and how stupid he is with his fucking planning. That he really will push some shit like that. California being way the fuck over here. Iran ain't on this end of the damn country. Iran ain't over here. It don't make no sense for Iran to be launching some shit from way over here. It ain't nowhere close to this direction, heading back towards American shores. It is much, much close. Makes more sense if they were going to throw some shit, it'd be thrown here on these shores of America. Now, I'm pretty sure that is it. Pretty sure when shit ships from this region of the world, that it comes right over here to the eastern part of this country. And so, therefore, you have over here in these straits to where they have shut down everything. Everything. They shutting that shit the hell down. They're not playing with this damn country. And this fool is fucked up. These fools is bombing all type of shit, needing to, bypass the strait here. And where oil is shipped out, where all these major oil producing ass countries, the rest of the world buy shit from. This is where people get kind of get a new understanding of how global economy work, on how the global economy work as it relates to this sector that fuels the world's hunger and thirst for fucking oil. Let me look at what the futures is doing in the market. You look at the market, the futures is taking a major loss. Oil prices been all up and down. Even Trump been having to lie about shit just to get oil prices down for that one day. He came out with a lie talking about, the war is ending. The war is ending, and that's it. The war is ending, man. It's over soon. And it caused a little bit of calm from the market to bring oil down, where it dropped back down because it was at $103 a barrel. And it came back down to about 80 something bucks, I believe. I think it may even hit 77 bucks. And look where that shit is right back at. That shit about to approach $100 again by the day. Iran said they about to fuck this shit up so much that y'all better prepare yourselves for when oil hits $200 per barrel. Because Iran said we about to fuck everything up. Right now, they done blew up all type of ships that didn't heed the warnings about passing through there and thinking that, Trump gonna send that Navy that capture Mandora and all that shit. He gonna send that shit on through here. Man, Iran said, I dare you motherfuckers. Come through this shit. About to rip y'all new asshole. And that motherfucking leader of y'all, we on his ass. They watching Trump. Trump know that shit's why Trump whole ass in Kentucky. Doing some old stupid ass rally. That nigga hiding and trying to act like he not scared. Trying to act as if he's not scared. Doing a fucking job rally in Kentucky. Ain't no jobs in Kentucky. Them niggas so poor in that motherfucker. The fuck you in Kentucky, nigga. You ought to be in D.C. talking some old Washington, D.C. safe street shit. But guess what? He getting far the fuck away from that shit. Talk all that shit. The war almost over. That war ain't almost over shit. Nigga try to lie and talk about Iran, talking about we want to negotiate a surrender. Iran said, nigga, ain't no, because Trump think they ain't got access to knowing what the fuck he's saying in the briefings. And they said, man, we ain't about to negotiate shit with these motherfuckers. We gonna all die before we negotiate with you motherfuckers. And you coming with us, bitch. The fuck you talking about? You thought you was gonna come in here and just drop bombs on us and we gonna lay down like the rest of these sorry ass, chump ass bitches. Iran said, no, you fucked up, homie. You fucked up fucking with us. Trump done fucked up. Brandon Washington in the building. Salute. Asian Matt says he owes you, says from the Trump bet. Says he's on very short time in office. Absolutely. Absolutely. Always right with Reggie Owens. Patricia Shelton in the building. Salute. Asia Mass says going to reach $300 a barrel. It reached $300 a barrel. Shit. Man, the job better be like, look, we're gonna pay y'all, and y'all ain't gotta come in this motherfucker. I couldn't imagine what gas would be like. This gas has jumped so fucking much. It's crazy. That's why I say I don't even know if I'm going back to Cali. I've been spending so much money, and this gas been hitting me. These gas prices been hitting my ass. I'm like, man, fuck this shit. That shit, man. I seen there was this rinky dink. What's the name of this gas station? This is like some, I don't even know the name of this gas station. That this shit is such an off-brand gas station that I know I don't go to. They gas is like $4. What I seen, that shit like $4.20. That shit has always been like low as fuck compared to the other two gas stations. Hold on, let me type the name of this shit. Get the name of that gas station. That gas station name is not AMPM, not that. What's the name of this mug? Not the Shoreline, no. It's not a Sinclair. Hold on, let me go to maps real quick. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna get the name of this damn gas station. Hold on. Let me see. Conoco, that's the name of that shit. That mug is a Conoco gas station. That shit has been cheap. That shit is $4.20 now. When that shit was in the low $3. Then let alone the other one where the AMPM was, that gas had been at, before this war started, that gas right there was it $3.29 or something like that? It might have been lower than that. It was like $3. Yeah, this shit was about $3.20 something cents. That shit $4. This shit $4.30, about 30 cents now. Then the gas station I go to was at, what was that shit at? That shit was at $3. There's a little higher than the other one. That shit might have been at $3.70 or something, or maybe even higher than that. That shit $4.69. And that's for the regular gas. The gas I got put in there is 5 something. I said, man, this nigga in here, and that's before gas got to $100 a barrel. The last time I filled up, and be having to fill up all the fucking time. And these niggas talking about pushing gas up to 200. These niggas waiting to see what the fuck these niggas waiting to see what the fuck they gonna do about opening all this extra reserve fuel and shit to try to ease some of the pricing in the market. Like, get the fuck out of here. This fool talking about doing all this shit. You got warships out here. The military probably gonna need all this shit. The spending in the country is gonna go start swaying towards the government spending, the guns and butter shit, to where this nigga can't balance shit. And Iran understands that shit. And I'm pretty sure people try to tell Trump, like, man, you don't need to escalate this shit. You should learn this shit and what was happening when we was listening to Bush dumbass take us to Iraq and Afghanistan. And the Vlasica says, what up, cool conversation, says with Veggie Howens. And then he says Drew went World War III on y'all niggas. Man, he ain't go World War III on nothing. You heard what he said? I ain't saying I gonna put hands on you, but Reggie Owens a hoe ass Reggie Owens and shit. Like, nigga, you know what the fucking deal is, pussy boy. He talking about call that girl Quita bitch. This nigga mad because niggas don't go over his channel and shit. I said, man, niggas sound just like a homosexual. Nigga straight up homo. Homie, I ain't never go around your motherfucking channel. Like I said, this nigga used to ask me to go on this channel. Man, yeah, brother, because you know they be trying to talk that brotherhood shit. Like, man, you niggas is frauds, homie. Fucking hang with you bitch ass niggas. Nigga here tell it. Niggas be trying to tell other niggas what channels they can and can't go to. Right, that's got me fucked up. But then he go over on a different website to go and run his fucking mouth. Like, nigga, everybody on YouTube, nigga, go to some bullshit called Rumble to run his whole ass mouth and then talk some old nice. While talking shit, he talk nice. Fucking pussy ass nigga. And then Velocity says that shit was effing hilarious. And then Jose says they setting all this up. But what you mean they setting all this up? Like, what do you mean by setting it up? And then Auto Boxing says, hey, Slim says not to change subject, says, but the Deuce talk to you about his favorite artist, Afroman, is being sued by the police. Yeah, we pulled that shit up on the last time we was on the backup channel. And then your DJ says, better holler at Elon, says, and get a Tesla. Man, the Tesla ain't got enough range. I do want one. The motherfuckers is like a sidecar. But I need them to get up to ranges that once the electric cars start boosting 500 and 600 mile ranges, then I would definitely love to have one of the mugs. But the reason I ended up getting the car was because of the distance I drive. Because like I say, my kids go to school way on the other end of fucking Las Vegas. They mom live way on the other fucking end of Las Vegas. And then they be over here with me, or they be over here with her. I go get them and then drive way out the way. Then drive. I'll be driving, and I never factor this shit in. I think every day I'm driving like fucking, maybe 60, 70 miles. And Vegas ain't even that fucking big. Vegas is not that fucking big, or at least being in LA, motherfucker, it don't seem as big. But when I look at the mileage, every day I'm depleting my gas. I watch my gas and be like, let me see how much I'll manage this shit. And then every day I'll be almost down like 70 to 80 miles in my range in the vehicle. I'll be like, fuck, man. What the fuck? But then it's all worth it because of the kind of school she got them in. So, but I'm like, fuck. Then they in this activity, they in that shit. They starting back up. So I'm like, man, I don't even know if I'm gonna go to LA this week. And then, but nah, a Tesla, it won't benefit me. I do too much driving, too much driving per week to get a Tesla. And then Deuce Time says, old news, I know boxing. And then Velocity Cut says Drew was literally loading up the what is that? The Canic says clip says on Rumble says where he can't get censored by YouTube. Yeah, I understand what y'all doing. Y'all want me to shift into talking about that whole ass nigga, but go watch the video I put out. Now you can't steer me from my conversation on this. Velocity Cut says crash out season. And then Mark Summers says Trump the worst president since Biden. Oh my God. I got 2 of these Trump-loving motherfuckers to hit them some backflip, flip-flop, flip-flop, flip-flop. Randolph, flip-flop, 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 backflip, double. They changing their tone on Donald Trump. Mark Summers was old Donald Trump motherfucking left nutsack sucking motherfucker. And now he flipping on Trump is the worst. Now Biden ain't nowhere close in a worst president conversation at all. You ain't nowhere close to that shit. You just saying that because you a Trump lover and you feel like a dummy because Trump done pimp you. Asian Matt says our gas $2 says a few weeks ago says it's damn. Y'all niggas had $2 gas and jumped to $4. That's bad, homie. $2 gas, god damn. Shit, drive to New York, our gas $2 says now it's $4 a gallon. God damn. And that shit about to go up. The regular gas by tomorrow, because this shit been jumping. It was one day when this shit really had kicked off, the gas jumped fucking 49 cents. And then it's been jumping 20 cents almost every day. And then the 10 cents jumps. By tomorrow morning, based on what the fucking future market is doing, and then once the market open, it's gonna jump even higher. And depending on how fast it translates to the pump, those prices, gas may be $5 in the fucking morning. And I got about 200 miles before I gotta go fill up. No, I got less than 200 miles. I got like 170. That's how much I pay attention to gas. And even with my kids, it's like my kids the other day was mad with their mom and wanted me to go get them and shit. And then because they about going spring break, so I'm gonna have them. I'm like, man, no, you can tell her to bring you over here because now it's a factor of gas. I'm not burning gas. Like, fuck no. I'm not, that shit ain't about to be eating my pockets up. And then everything else is going up. Every fucking thing is going up. Whether it's gonna be flights, even what it's Spirit and whoever used to have like commonly the lowest flights, they tickets about to go up because those planes eat gas like a motherfucker. They eat gas like a mug. Trucks burn gas like a mug, and trucks are what ship shit to the stores, to these warehouses. Their cost is going to be passed over to the fucking customer. Thank God we ain't doing that tariff shit no more. Can you imagine what if this nigga was able to still charge this tariff shit on shit? What the pricing on that shit is? These companies are like, we ain't about to take the hit. We about to pass this shit over to these customers. This boy Trump has royally fucked up, and them Iranian motherfuckers letting him know we ain't the ones you should have fucked with. You should have kept your whole ass in Venezuela, bitch. Man, nigga still talking about Cuba and shit. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Get this stupid nigga out the White House. Or Iran gonna get to Iran. You better look for this motherfucker. Don't be coming there bombing the rest of this country and shit. I know Boxing the Dude says, okay, says I just saw it on my news feed since earlier today. And then Picasso and the Rolling, Velocica says, nah, he said it's on site. Says he made sure, what the hell was that? WCS change his number. Oh, you say he made WCS change his number. Oh, well, that's on WCS. I mean, shit. I mean, I didn't see Drew running. A lot of niggas ain't do shit to him. But make sure he go out where the LDBC pussy's at. Like, these niggas is fucking hoes. They Devin Haney worshiper. Niggas got Devin Haney, a little young boy, motherfucking prick in their mouth and shit. Devin Haney don't even know these niggas. Building to keep these stupid niggas around. These niggas is bitches, homie. And then Andrew Charles says, I heard, here go Andrew Charles was the Trump lover. Remember, Andrew Charles stopped coming around here because all the shit he was hearing me say about Donald Trump. And especially when he heard me laughing at that bitch Charlie Kirk. But now Andrew Charles realized, damn, this nigga Reg is right. Reg is right about that Ukraine-Russia shit. Because you thought Russia was going to smash through Ukraine. That shit ain't pop off like that. It just ain't that easy with wars. They unnecessary. These wars don't make sense of shit. It's about countries need to be able to have their own sovereignty, regardless of how mighty a country is as far as military right. That should not be used to be bullying motherfuckers. And it's necessary for other countries who this shit Trump pulled shows why it's necessary for countries to develop them nuclear weapons and to have them motherfuckers. This is why I did this shit about whether or not communism was everything that this country has told us about communism. Was it that dangerous to the rest of the world? And my motherfucker our summation of all that shit, no, it wasn't. This capitalist shit has been some of the worst shit that motherfuckers have ever experienced in a nation that can figure out so much of how to do things and get things done right, but we allow greedy, worthless motherfuckers to affect that shit. We so compromised, it is ridiculous. This is why all these other little tools of keeping niggas retarded than a motherfucker are put in place, and motherfuckers ain't intelligent enough to know how to decipher through this shit. Whether it's the television, you can present shit that makes niggas even extremely stupid, or use the internet and the back web of the internet to make motherfuckers extremely stupid to where they listen to motherfuckers who ain't got knowledge or expertise or fucking employment with any of these damn agencies they claim to have done all this other shit. Andrew Charles says, I heard from a bird, says that Trump was going to lift oil sanctions on Russia, says to help keep the prices under control. He gonna lift sanctions on Russia. Russia in there helping Iran. So he gonna try to go into Russia. That's what's so funny, even with the shit with these countries go to war and claiming these nations are enemy nations, but then they'll do trade, everything about the buck. Yeah, I don't like these. We gonna bomb them and this and that. But on the sneak side, we going through the back door, getting a little bit of oil from these motherfuckers because it's a little bit cheaper and shit. But at the same time, we still want to bomb the motherfuckers because I ain't like the way they want to charge us for vodka and shit. But these motherfuckers so greedy and ignorant and pieces of shit and fraudulent with shit. We enemies, but then we ain't enemies. We can kind of work as long as it's about the dollar bill, y'all. And the ruble, whatever the fucking Russians use. Picasso says, I'm a grown man. It says, too old to be told what to do. Facts. I'm talking about these fools. He telling niggas what YouTube channels to go to. Whole ass niggas going on Rumble because they can't speak what they want to speak. Talking dumb shit. I mean, that nigga, we're retarded ass, Drew Ho ass talking about Bud, Andre Ward, Shakur, Tank. He talked peacefully about me. He talked peacefully about Oppenel D, what he's gonna do. Quita, bitch, G5, Gabe, and them and shit. I like this nigga on dust, homie. Nigga, angel dust smoking motherfucker. He one of the most burnt out subway ass dope fiends and shit. And then Picasso, but yeah, Picasso, you right, man. I've been saying that shit. Deshaun says salute. Says don't avoid that one-on-one. Says on Saturday. No, it wasn't gonna be on Saturday. It's Sunday. Says it's locked in. No, I ain't shit locked in. And even Deuce agreed with it. He wasn't up to playing. He wasn't gonna probably be able to play anyway. And if Lassie Cuss says he claimed y'all used to be close, having long hour conversation, man, get the fuck out of here, homie. I don't talk to nobody that long on no fucking phone. And like I say, that should be weird with the motherfuckers on here, man. They be talking, they get on here first talking this brother shit, hood shit, and then they be like, none of these fools I ever asked for their fucking numbers to talk to these fools be hearing me talk boxing. I'd be on everybody other shit. And we talk all this other shit, and they be trying to use this shit, man. We gonna be associated against everybody. Like, homie, I ain't with none of that shit. I ain't with talking no LDBC or nothing, nigga. I'm an LA nigga. What the fuck I look like claiming some old bullshit started by a nigga who didn't want to be on the internet because Filipinos is talking shit about black people. I really ain't part of no shit. So you niggas about runaway shit. Fuck all right. That's why they're emotional about everything. I know Boxer says, I wish my brother says could squash these beasts. Man, these ain't no fucking beasts. Says we looking at World War III, says, and we're going to need each other, says, to divide this crap. Says, peace to all my brothers and sisters. Man, there ain't no beef. Man, it's too emotional for me to fucking beef with. They just cry like pussies, boy. And then Barry says Trump's plan has nothing good for FBAs or regular poor black folks. Man, is this stupid motherfucker? What's that fool used to be on Jesus Hernandez, Jose Hernandez? That's your stupid ass. He changed his damn name. What's that fool used to be on here? Used to say that stupid shit. Niggas used to clown your little stupid ass and you left. Talking about some FBAs and shit. And but Trump can't do nothing to black folks. The only thing that fuck black folks, because every presidential white motherfucker does shit policy-wise that can impact black folks when black folks don't think sharply about what is being done to them. And some of these intended effects on black folks really hurt white folks. But black folks have to be mindful of that shit. Have to slow down, stop all the wild ass behavior, be more fucking intellectual about shit. See why you're doing this, see why the behaviors of certain people are like this and that. Because I like to, like, I'll be posting, for those follow me on Instagram, and I post a lot of shit. I post wild shit, and I really post it as a way of looking at the behavior of motherfuckers. Of looking at the behavior of motherfuckers, from whether it's these pretty bitches to whether it's these sorry ass feminine minded ass dudes and shit. But it's always a reasoning behind the shit that I be posting on this motherfucker. And just to take a look at behavior of motherfuckers and the unnecessary shit, whether I'm showing a motherfucker getting his ass chipped or not. It's always a reason behind the shit that I post when I post shit. I wish I can post more of this shit that I like to post. I wish I can post most of it on YouTube as well. But I know I'll get the strikes and shit that I'm so known for getting this shit. But yeah, but that's the kind of shit that I pay attention to, that I'm really into. I'm into that kind of shit. But motherfuckers just really fucked up. The programming has been effective on motherfuckers because people just don't think. People just jump into the shit. They just jump into the pan and shit. And then Picasso laughing at Arnold Boxing. Jashawn says it's hard to plan a terrorist attack. Says California based on its geographical location. Says I don't believe it either. Yeah, I don't believe it. That's some shit made up by Trump and that whole ass Indian he got running the FBI. Little slurping machine making motherfucker. Trump just been throwing niggas in positions they don't know what the fuck they doing. And they need to get that nigga head said. I can't wait to hear this shit. But like I said, I'll be listening to this shit. And I'll be, because even Iran been using drones with propellers on them, breaking through the motherfucking Israeli defense and shit. And blowing they shit up. Fucking Israel up. And they don't want to show that shit. Nigga, Iran meant everything it said it was about. Iran meant everything it said it was about. And then Barry says, I'm losing hope in America. Says I might just go to Philippines. You got to learn how to spell the Philippines too. But you did a good job trying to spell it like this. Says to Philippines, says are married PY. And that's not the right the right OR you're supposed to be using. It's OR you're supposed to be using, you stupid motherfucker. Lots of cutting and rolling, Rob G and rolling. Mark Summers said, laughing out loud, says, I never liked Trump. Said, didn't vote. Man, shut your lying ass up. Here you go doing that old European American shit. Lying about what you used to be. Lying about your history. Lying about your support for Trump like the rest of you motherfuckers. Just switcheroo on this nigga because he done fucked your stupid ass over. Some of you little European American motherfuckers thought you'd vote that little hateful racist motherfucker. He can get rid of black folks. But trick was on y'all motherfuckers. Trump can't do shit but kiss a black motherfucker's ass. And then Rob G says Mark gonna be a Clippers fan by next week. Facts. Is the Clippers lost yet? And that's where we're gonna start the music show after the Clippers game over. Silvestri says is that a thumbs up? Says Trump for life. Fuck Trump, nigga. And then Mark Summers says, I'll just say Trump things to troll you. Now he trolling me with Trump things. CJ in the building. What's up, CJ? Hey, CJ, I don't even know if I'm coming to LA, man. He said Reggie about to spend $1,000 on gas coming to LA. For real, bro. That's you ain't fuck. Hey, how much is y'all gas right now? That's exactly what I look at. I'm paying all this shit. The motherfucking basketball season shit done started. Now I got to take these niggas. Like I said, I'll be burning through gas. And I'll be like looking, I'll be thinking like, man, why this fucking chick move way the fuck over on this side of fucking town? I'm like, God damn. Nigga, I'll be guzzling through gas and I'll be watching that shit. And then the company been doing the fucking in-person. I mean, we got the fucking internet and can do Zoom calls. They calling people to the damn fucking corporate office to do meetings. Like, God damn, you rich motherfuckers. I know a lot of people in the company be looking at their tanks like, what the fuck are we doing? I'm going, some of us drive far to get to the motherfuckers. Then we got to go to corporate office and shit. Like, God damn, that gas be. And I tell my but the only thing I like about it is I can teach my kids about this shit. They gonna learn this shit, so they have an understanding of how you budget shit, how you factor in shit because of these prices, and on gas, and even watching as they go in the stores and seeing how shit go up. And then Picasso and laughing at Mark Summers. And then Picasso laughing at CJ, but yeah, no, I'm spending. I wouldn't say 1,000, but I'm spending a lot of motherfucking money on fucking gas because of the shit. Thank God they get a week off for spring break. I don't even think I'm going nowhere for their spring break and shit. But I see Cuss says dummies voted for this shit. Says they didn't learn from the first term, shaking my fucking head because they was too busy caught up in and getting that damn stimulus money that they thought this idiot was gonna repeat it. And the stimulus money is only due because of the whole world shut the fuck down. Trump didn't even want to give people that money. Trump don't give a fuck about nobody but himself. Trump was looking at those checks going out like, damn, this is the shit I was supposed to steal from this motherfucker. Now I got to share this shit. He like Cartman. Remember when that nigga Cartman, I forget the South Park episode, but when Cartman came up on some kind of money and the nigga brought a theme park and he didn't want nobody come. He wanted it all for himself. And then he realized he needed to raise money so people had to come in and this and that. That's how Trump was during his first term. When COVID broke the fucking well that he was trying to drive and he had to give out some of them ducats to the rest of the population and shit, he was pissed off with y'all. And then the fact he had thought he had just be kidding, he was like, okay, this shit will die off. I'm going to make this shit open up. That's why he wanted the country to open up. He wanted you motherfuckers going back to work. Fuck giving them this free money. That's my motherfucking money. Cindy, we don't give a fuck. They can do herd immunity. The weak niggas can die the fuck off. Like Trump, weak as fuck. That's why he caught COVID before everybody in the country and almost died. And that's why he's still getting all them rashes. COVID still fucking ain't left his ass. Grim Reapering on that nigga. The Iranians probably sent them that shit. So then this motherfucker wanted to rush to open this country up. And you wonder the fuck why. Because you was taking away from him. That's why I want this shit open. Then the fact that he was like, well, fuck it, I'm going to win my second term. I'm going to go back to back on this shit. Your country be open up and I'm going to really run through this shit. These dummies in this country ain't even watching this shit. And he lost that fucking election and he ain't been the same fucking since. He is driving this motherfucker into the goddamn ground. He done got this motherfucker off the top of Mount Everest. And rather than take the trail that they had built, they done paved the road all the way down Mount Everest. Trump decided to put hydraulics on this shit and jump that motherfucker off the peak of that motherfucker and driving this hole right into the ground, no parachute. But guess what? He ain't got one neither. This nigga is stupid. And he gonna be the one that's suffering, his family too. Because I can't wait till these motherfucking Iranians get on the Trump's motherfucking heads. Because revenge is necessary, man. Retaliation is a must for some people. And they believe in that shit. These fools believe in that Holy Quran shit. They believe in the Holy Quran. Let me see. Let's see what Deuce team doing here real quick. And I seen that other motherfucker went for all the Clippers in the third quarter. That's the other motherfucker broke Kobe record, man, from the free throw line yesterday. I see. And then Velocica says, Dummy voted for this shit. Says they didn't learn for the first time. Shake my head, because we did live in a country full of dumb motherfuckers. DJ says Trump been fucking this economy up. Says since he got in. Facts. He was fucking up the first term. The only thing that stopped the slow motherfuckers from really paying attention to what's happening was the shutdown. The shutdown of the whole country and shit. And it was all because of him. His handling of fucking the COVID shit should have been evident and people to realize this motherfucker's incompetent. His handling of companies and the history of him handling companies should have been evident to people that this motherfucker is not fit to run a nation. These fools have no solutions to shit. They cry about problems. They say it's this and they say it's that. And even his handling of how he try to blame immigrants for shit. And in their approach to running into deportation shows the incompetence of this motherfucker. Now they firing all these stupid ass motherfuckers. The little ugly bimbo brawl who thought she was pretty. Now she's a nothing ass bitch. And her face gonna start falling off. Now I predicted this shit, man. Motherfuckers can look at this shit. And it's time for people to wake up to know what they're looking at. And time for black people to stop acting like fucking immigrants to this fucking country. This is your fucking country. Now listen to what old ass white dudes who's stealing from this country got to say about you, because they don't believe none of that shit. They fear you. They're inferior to you. Their children are inferior to you. Bunch of dumb motherfuckers. And also time for a little retarded, backwood, dingy ass, desert dwelling, fucking Appalachian Hill living, rural mountain fucking living, dumbass redneck motherfuckers to start waking the fuck up and stop driving this country into the dirt with the way that these stupid motherfuckers vote. Because them old backwood redneck motherfuckers are the problem in this damn country. The black folks who follow behind how the redneck think and vote. And then Auto Boxer says, Reg and Deuce is going to play the basketball game, says for gas money. For real shit. He says Reg with the broken jump shot, says the Deuce with the passes to imaginary people on the court. Says the gang going to be epic. Deuce ain't in condition anyway. I was telling that nigga, like, man, you ain't even in condition. He said, man, I don't need that. I got IQ. He said, I can go with other things. So nigga acknowledge he ain't even in shape to play basketball. See, I can just back you down. Like, Deuce, I'm not no skinny ass nigga. Picasso laughing at Arnold Boxing. Barry says, some old head told me, damn, you gotta learn to write, Barry. This fool is that fool, Jose, Jose was that fool name. And then and he says, some old head told me marry an Asian, says they eventually will take the world over. No, you know who marry Asian is white dudes who can't get white bitches. They tend to marry Asian women. And that shit is wild as fuck, seeing an Asian woman with an old ass white dude. And then after a while, the Asians start treating the white dude like he ain't shit, because she start looking at him, because they usually the white ones who get them be the ones who ain't on shit. The Asian women be thinking she done got a rich white dude. You get over here, this nigga skin look like shit. Motherfucker, now she start to realize why the white women wasn't fucking with this fool. And then they get over here and wonder why all the white women with black dudes and shit. Then the Asian bitch let the fool hit because she think that's the way of the citizenship, and he can't do nothing to please her. And now that bitch gets fed up. She get fed up and start got to do happy ending every night. And then she gets sick of that shit. Velocica says Putin and Oh, Netanyahu, which is Netanyahu, says must have hella dirt on 47. Man, I think it ain't even a dirt having dirt on this motherfucker because they could have been released that shit. I don't think they have dirt on it. I think Trump just idol worships other motherfuckers outside of America. Trump really hates a fucking America. He competes with the wealthy people in this motherfucker. He has a disdain for other wealthy people in this country. He has no friendships amongst these people who are of the same economic background and class of him. Because when he gets around them, they look at him because a lot of them tend to be on a little bit more of the intellectual side. They look down, they shun, and they talk shit about him. Trump doesn't fit in with that society. He doesn't even fit in with New York billionaires, Californian billionaires. Why he has issues with billionaires from these two goddamn states. He probably even got issues with Chicago billionaires. So he goes down where some of the most degenerate, wealthy people are, and that being down in Florida. It's simple as fucking that. He can't fit in because down there with their rich people, you ain't got to have a brain. And then L5 player at the building says Luke, and then Picasso says the ride share says come back, says it might affect Uber drivers. Shit, Uber drivers getting fucked over right now anyway, except the ones in Teslas. Uber drivers and fucking that's why I be seeing so many fucking Ubers riding around people in ride share. I never seen a Uber that's how you say it, Uber or Uber, however you say the fucking word, driving people around. I see them motherfuckers a lot now. I see a lot of the mugs. That's how I end up but it was before the war where I end up in a Uber, whatever the fuck y'all call that shit, for ride sharing shit. But it was like, but now, like, man, if you driving a Uber and fucking paying gas in your car, if you ain't driving a Prius or some shit, some of them people be having like the little small SUVs with still good in gas, but if you driving all fucking day, and then how do Uber pay? Do they pay you every day or some shit? They pay you every day, or do you get paid like bi-weekly or bi-monthly? I'm talking about. So, but yeah, that shit can start kicking up. It can kick up on depending on what kind of vehicle you got. But some of them drivers are doing a lot of fucking driving. Some of them have to run, and then in Vegas when the summer comes, you gotta leave that engine running and shit. Uber, whatever. Am I saying that shit right? Uber, how y'all call that shit? This shit got a U in the motherfucking Uber. Once the summer hit out here, shit, and they gotta leave them engines running to run AC, shit. And there's a lot of people that doing that shit, mainly the foreigners doing that shit. But yeah, that's gonna be a tough one, this shit. And then the ride share, what was the ride share? Is that where people carpool, go get ride share just being somebody you know and y'all live in the same direction. On the boxing and the rolling. See, I wouldn't want to ride share nobody. They don't listen to the music I like and shit. And I don't work with many black people, so I sure ain't listen to other people's music and shit. Be like, man, turn that motherfucking shit off. And then Barry said, I'll be like Trey, let me out. I'll be on some Boys in the Hood shit, ride share with other motherfuckers. Hey, pull over, man. Let me out. Let me out. Fuck out of here. And then Barry says, I don't trust no hood ninja, says, especially if they miss a teeth. Yeah, you missing teeth usually a backwood, a redneck thing. And then Deshaun says, damn, says, what time on Sunday? Says, I don't want to miss it. Says, but my cousin B-Day says on Sunday, says I'm gonna be at their crib. Man, I don't even know if I'm coming out there, but I definitely want to drive out there. But I'm like, man, I'm spending too much fucking money. And then L5 player says, and then to go out there, it's gonna cost me like almost $300 in gas. Because I know by the time I drive out there, that tank gonna be gone. I get there off of half the tank, but then driving back and forth here and there, I'm gonna burn through that shit. Then I got to fill up on California prices, drive back out here. Then I was looking to try to get a hotel. The hotels are kind of still up there and shit. Like, nah. And then I go to the employee discount site to get the hotel. Them prices are high kind of right now. And then L5 player says 78 started a West Coast chapter, says called the LADBC. And then Velocity Cuz says, hey, Cuz says, you see Lindsey Graham saying he gets his U.S. intel, says, from the tiny hats. Hell no, I see that shit. I know I heard some shit with Lindsey Graham, hoe ass, who is another little homo motherfucker be kissing Trump nutsacks, talked about he was going to Carolina to talk parents and having their kids to join the military for fucking Iran and shit. Because these rich old pieces of shit who kids don't fight in that shit, they anticipating people to die. That's just like they have been hiding all those numbers. Only want to put out about the 7 people that died over there. But then they come out with some new shit that shocked everybody. Well, we got 150 wounded. It's minor though. It's just minor wounds. Nigga, please. They probably done lost hundreds of motherfucking, and those probably just Navy people. Or people, or they probably Army people too over on them bases. Because they've been bombing the fuck out those bases, breaking through the fucking defense systems, and been killing a bunch of the motherfuckers. That with Trump and the way he has his thumb on the top of fucking all these fucking news networks from covering a bunch of that shit because they scared because they need welfare from that nigga. They need welfare checks from Trump. And therefore, Trump tell them don't report shit, they don't do it. These bitches, homie. That's why that Midas Touch shit is blown up so much. Don Lemon shit them blew up so much. All the people on the internet who don't follow this Trump shit in the need of his federal money are reporting shit, doing journalistic shit. And then you deal the same thing in Israel. That motherfucking Netanyahu done put the same pressure Trump puts on the media, not wanting the media to do their job, which helps a nation to stay transparent. They want to be hush-hush on shit. That's why you ain't seeing all that shit coming out of Iran, why Netanyahu brother done got smoked and shit. And he says, Velocica says, let's not be between brothers, Slim. Says, let's unite, says, and clown Mark drummers. And then Picasso in there says, the L5 playing the rolling. And then Velocica says, Slim says, they too far gone. And then Andrew Charles says, Israel is fighting Lebanon, says Hezbollah right now. Yeah, so the Hezbollah done jumped in that shit. Hezbollah, oh yeah, this is going to be a benefit from us. We got Iran hitting these fools. Hey, listen, Iran, you get them on the motherfucking south end. We're going to attack them from the north. We're going to kick these motherfuckers in their ass. We're going to get rid of these motherfuckers. Like they say, they think is to remove these people out of that fucking region because they don't belong there. These fools have guests to this fucking region. The fucking Israelis are guests to this shit. But then I don't even know if these are the actual people from out of Germany who were in concentration camps. I think these were the Nazis who escaped, who have come back to power and controlling fucking Israel and faking like they Jewish people and shit. Them motherfuckers are the descendants of Hitler and Goebbels and all these other motherfucking Himmler and all the motherfuckers. It's who the Israelis are. Them fools ain't the fucking Holocaust survivors. Them motherfuckers is something else. And the Silvestri says facts. Velocica says Jew United Snakes of America. And then Arno Boxer says Velocica says so don't come and bring drama for brothers to beef. So especially when we got a pale face in the chat said we could get revenge, says for our ancestors. Oh, Mark, man, y'all gotta stop talking that ancestor shit. Talk about this revenge for the ancestors. Deshaun says you might as well. Hubert says I lifted LA. Shit, better off doing that shit. Let somebody else burn their shit. And then Unaboxer says look at the high gas price as a blessing. Says instead of driving, says you can jog to your destination. Says you'll lose weight. Says improve your basketball skills because you need it. Man, none of you niggas in here can beat me. Not even you skinny motherfuckers. And then niggas be eating salads and being skinny, thinking they in shape. And then Velocica says, Slim says, go talk to your boy Drew. Says he's been roid raging. Says off them straight drop pills. Yeah, that nigga on something. I think the nigga putting powder in his nose. That's what I think it is. That nigga on that powder, man. Nigga undercover meth head. And then CJ says, shit is wild, bro. Says, I don't blame you. Says, I'm going to update you on the LA gas prices. Says, when I go to work tomorrow. Oh, and then you got to take that long commute. This nigga Trump done fucked up so fucking bad, man. Trump done fucked up so fucking bad. And this shit, and if these sorry-ass Republicans wasn't such little backwood bitches, they would remove this motherfucker. And then, or just turn him into a lame duck president. They should remove these war powers, but now I don't think they want to humiliate the motherfucker. They want to see if he can fix what the fuck he started. Because I guarantee the military generals probably told these motherfuckers, no, this is not the right move. And then they start firing all the motherfuckers. This is why they're firing admirals, they're fighting niggas in the Air Force and the Army, getting rid of these motherfuckers. And then come bringing in this little incompetent white boy shit. We don't want DIs and this and that. Blame the female pilot for some shit. Like, get y'all bitch asses up out of here. And they ain't listen to the right people who wasn't yes people to Trump. And they're afraid to tell Trump when he's wrong and shit. And they said, fuck it. This old piece of shit won't listen. Let him go into this motherfucking mission and embarrass himself. He all on motherfucking TV storming Norman and shit. What he remind me of is the incompetent motherfuckers. I'm going to go to Texas. And it was a situation at that elementary school when all them little kids in there dying, reminiscent of the fucking McDonald's shooting down in San Ysidro, California, where police don't respond, let the white boy kill all them damn Mexican families, even in a mixing that shit is white people as well. But sat there, didn't do shit, let this dude go on his killing spree for like an hour and shit. They had the incident at the elementary school. What was that called? What was that school called in Uvalde, Texas? Forget the name of it. But the kid walk into the school, blasting all these people. The Texas governor come out there after this killer is killed, ignoring the fact that all these little kids and got fucking killed in this motherfucker because they lack a response, and paraded around about, you know, how great our fucking, even the fucking little attorney general, whatever the nigga up under Abbott, little bitch ass, and a parade around and making the police and the heroes and our response and this and that, we did that. And them parents is like, man, y'all ain't do none of that shit. You motherfuckers stood around while this nigga sat in that classroom killing all these fucking kids because a nosy ass fucking administrator at the school want to open doors and look out of them for this piece of shit who crashed his car, because I think that dude killed his grandmother or shot her or some shit, and then just come walking into school with a high-powered weapon killing everybody while police sat in the hallway not responding and shit. That's what Trump has done. That same shit. We attacked Iran. We do this whole parading about wasting all this fucking money to fly them B-2 fucking stealth bombers and shit for fucking 30 hours. They ain't do shit. Drop a big ass bomb. He celebrate the shit like it stopped something. The Iranians said, nigga, we are not sure. We about to make this fucking bomb, you fucking idiot. Then he go in there, we need to negotiate, and putting all these ships around the region and shit like he intimidating these motherfuckers. And then in the midst of fucking negotiating, he just to strike these motherfuckers. Yeah, let them bring the Ayatollah. Let's see where they're hiding that Ayatollah. That's the Ayatollah. He coming. All right, fuck it. Launch the weapons and shit. We wasn't really negotiating. We tricked them. They'll give up. We're going to make them surrender. Them niggas said, bitch, nigga, we ain't surrendering shit. Nigga, we ain't negotiating with you hoes. That negotiation shit dead, nigga. That shit, matter of fact, been eliminated from the motherfucking vocabulary in this nation. You say surrender, you get the death penalty. We kill you. We don't do that surrender shit, not with America. Fuck them. Only surrender we getting is for Trump to move his fucking military to fuck up out of not just the ocean around here, but to remove them throughout the Middle East. The American military about to be gone from the fucking Middle East because of this fucking incompetent fucking idiot. He is stupid motherfucker. But yeah, I want to see them gas prices in LA. Y'all shit gotta be like $6, like for premium. I know it's $6, or at least the high, like mid fives. But tomorrow's gonna go up. It's gonna go up. And then Brent Watson says, drop the link to fuck Drew channel. He on that Rumble shit. It's the same channel. It's what video that nigga? I don't know how that nigga do his shit, because like I said, I don't watch that bitch ass nigga. But I think it was a show, whatever the Monkey Tuesday shit the monkey ass nigga be doing. And then you're gonna see him talk some old nice, peaceful shit. He said, man, I ain't saying I'm gonna put hands on you, but fuck Reggie Owens and Oppen LD. I help build these bitch ass niggas. These niggas grow channels. Them niggas come around here to grow their channels and they leave. Like, nigga, what the fuck is this nigga? Like, oh, this nigga on dope. This nigga crying for friendship. And then and the CJ says, I'll never forget the line outside the designer store. It says during COVID, it says niggas gave all that money right back. And that was a dumb shit with niggas, and where niggas have no discipline and money. Like I said, when I seen niggas in there buying them little them damn mansions in the hills, renting them, I was like, that's how I knew niggas is up. Because it'd be funny was niggas who be talking about like how much they were struggling, like how bad things was in LA, everything cost so much. And man, this ain't right, man, with how they doing shit. And then boom, the pandemic hit. And then boom, they dropped all this money. And boom, all I start seeing, it was niggas from over there in the blocks. I'm watching everybody, especially all the young niggas. All the niggas got chains. All these niggas got the little high-end clothes and shit. Everybody in the video showing them high-end drinks and everybody acting like rich-ass rappers and shit. Everybody done brought chains and smoking the best of weed that is out there. It's like, wait, what the fuck these niggas doing? They niggas shooting videos and fucking pulling up that shit. Oh, don't let it be a hood day. Niggas showing us the hood days and Rolls Royce Cullinans, fucking Lambos and shit, the little Ferrari, little crossover Ferrari little things they got. I said, man, I know these niggas is not spending this money from this shit and pouring it right back into some other motherfuckers' pockets. I hope these niggas know this shit ain't gonna be for the rest of their life. And as soon as they cut that shit off, niggas went broke. Homicides down in LA, robberies through the fucking roof. But robberies, not in South Central, robberies in Hollywood, all that shit, where the motherfuckers, they spent that shit with all the diamond districts and shit. White folks ain't never been robbed for chains and watches in their life. Them niggas getting treated like it was in the 80s, robbing niggas for Cubans and herringbones and shit, and Rolex chains. Them white folks and the white folks walking up on the white folks taking their shit. Nigga, take that Rolex off your motherfucking wrist. Pistols all in their mouth. They ain't never experienced that shit. But it goes to show how people don't have knowledge of money and shit, and how people ain't accustomed to having shit and just letting money sit. People ain't used to just living with like living off a minimal or what's necessary. They just have no understanding of necessity and shit. They just fucking are gluttons to shit. And then they quick to return to being broke and shit. And then I know Boxer says, Velocity says, the Velocity Cuss says, call Drew up, says, and tell him to squash the beef. Says, tell him I know Boxing, says, is watching, says that I'm going to hold all brothers accountable. And the CJ says, y'all niggas about to play 2 songs tonight, says on the music show. If that, man, nah. I ain't doing that shit. These niggas like to talk too much. Fuck that shit. We ain't doing that shit. I be hating when we ain't getting no music in. We got every other day to talk. These niggas only want to play no music. Fuck over the music shows to talk. But I knew Brandon what he was doing because he heard me and Deuce disagreeing on the little Sambo tap dancing ass Negro from Tendenism. And Deuce is mad over that shit. And then they just turn that shit and just going in about that shit. Didn't want to do the damn music. I told you niggas I was right on that Tendenism, nigga. Told niggas I was right on that shit. That nigga in there doing some old slave Sambo chicken nigga dance and shit. Tendenism, nigga on some shit. Nigga dancing all on his back across the floor, and this old nigga holding a steak in his arm and cutting some meat up for that old buff ass dancing nigga. I said, man, this old nigga is stupid as fuck. This old nigga dumb as a motherfucker. He just what I said he was. Because I seen that shit. Jashawn says I left to San Bernardino, says to Long Beach, says to Norwalk, says and back on says on the round trip, says I spent close to $150 in 2019. What the fuck you doing all that shit for? To Long Beach, to Norwalk, says and then back, says for $150. Yeah, that's too much. Yeah, you better off driving. That's way too much. And in 2019 dollars, yeah, that's way too much. Unless you just don't know how to drive or some shit, or maybe you wasn't driving. And then L5 player says, remember when celebrities were calling the jab, says the Trump vaccine, says and how they weren't taking it, says and then like a month later, says the jab became live shit, says holy sacrament, says 3 years ago, says it was crazy times. The jab to become none of that shit to me. The jab just became some shit that niggas have been known to take. Niggas take vaccines. As simple as that. This is why we ain't got a fucked up country like them other third world countries who got all type of ill shit they got to deal with. You niggas can't go into other countries. If it's some old low end, low budget ass country, guess what? America gonna make sure you got shots. Because otherwise, you ain't taking no shots and got no records, you gonna keep your ass over the fuck where you at. They like, don't be bringing that shit back over here. Lots of cuts in there rolling. Because that's even like before they even had the COVID shit, how everybody wear masks. Asians used to always have masks on, especially when they be at the store. I used to take offense. Like, I know these motherfuckers ain't trying to say black people stink or some shit. I say, because have you ever been to one of the like Asian stores and Korean stores and they breath be stinking like shit? Because they eat all that dry ass seafood and shit and then don't eat no gum and shit. That's the one thing I never seen one of the people that fresh off the boat from like an Asian country. Them niggas never eat gum. That's the one thing I ain't never seen. The motherfuckers with gum, peppermints, none. They just walk and talk to you with that hot shit. Like, man, back the fuck up. The niggas 3 feet tall and that shit coming up and hitting you in the nostrils. They women, all that shit. That's the old country. That shit is nasty. I used to be one of you motherfuckers wearing masks like you smelling shit. Like, bitch, your breath stinking that motherfucker. But I didn't know they was doing that shit because when they went home. They went home and they home be having all them diseases and shit over there. And they be doing all that funky, filthy shit. So they come here. I don't know if they get made to wear that shit or whether the motherfuckers supposed to be quarantined or what it was. And Jashawn said, bro, says y'all playing 1-on-1, says why you need to be in shape. Says it's not 5-on-5. Man, shit, they gonna need to be in shape. Shit. Just because y'all see the weight on me don't mean I can't fucking move. I don't know what you niggas talking about. Shit, Zion, a big ass nigga. He one of the most athletically gifted niggas in basketball. What the fuck you niggas talking about? And then Mark Summers says, Reggie says Reggie loves good stereotypes. Oh, stereotypes are much needed, man, because you gotta be able to offend people. I like to use stereotypes because it's unnecessary, because others use it against us. I'm just not one of the black people who sit there and cry. People say little racially offensive shit. I know how to be very offensive. And then Arnold Boxing says, facts. Slim says, we black says got to do better. Says how they let that African dude says pass Kobe's score. Here you go. Says the brothers should have tackled him. Says the jump to the court. Says United stand together, brothers. Like when I didn't even need to see that game. When I seen that nigga shot motherfucking 40 fucking free throws, I said, man, what kind of shit is this? How the fuck is that even impossible? But I think did Kobe shoot that many? No, Kobe didn't shoot that many free throws. And then Kobe only played 3 quarters in his 80-point game. That dude fucking shot the ball 40 sometimes and shot 40 fucking free throws. It's crazy as fuck. I don't know if they was hacking that damn much. And then Barry says play some music. Reggie says put some hip hop music. He put hap. And he says it's not Uber. And it's Uber or Uber. Sounds like it have an O in that motherfucker. The CJ laughing at Arnold Boxing last comment on that Kobe record breaking dude who had to do it. He played all 4 quarters or something, right? But it's still a crazy feat because he still had to make his free throws. Lysica says Slim says it took 20 years. Says records are meant to be broken. Says now if Wemby can stay healthy, says for 5, says he'll be the greatest we ever. Hey, I agree with that. That nigga Wemby gonna do some amazing fucking shit. And he has to do it, and he has to do it soon because careers don't last that long. By the time you look up, man, you fucking in your 30s, shit over, being like almost over with. And in fact, he don't know what injury's gonna come with him being that fucking tall. He's extremely tall, extremely athletically gifted. As long as he can maintain not putting too much weight on his small ass frame, he stays stretched out. I seen this nigga in a video doing his workout. This nigga is leaning. To touch his feet and leaning straight down, able to almost his legs to hit his leg, to hit his fucking kneecaps as he stretch and lean all the way forward. So I'm like, this nigga's agile and flexible as shit. Then the nigga did splits. This nigga feet like 20 feet apart and shit. Said, oh yeah, this nigga is different, homie. And that's what gives him the ability to move. As long as he stay healthy and he stretch, that stretching shit is so fucking important. That's why I think I got all these fucking knee and back injuries, because I used to not do none of that stretching shit. Never listened and shit. The other thing, I shouldn't have been lifting all them weights back then neither. I shouldn't have been doing all of that shit. And then Mark Summers says it's like Uber says without us, without the G, says Uber. So yeah, Uber should be with O, not a U. That's why I be calling it Uber and shit. And then Hyphy says, so just left Costco in Torrance, says 87 octane, said, damn. And Costco usually have cheaper gas. And I don't go to, because I got the Sam's Club. I don't go to Sam's Club because I always had a mechanic tell me that you didn't want to use like certain lower standard fuel, like from, so I always looked at Costco and I'm like, that's why I go to Chevron or Shell and shit. But that is fucking high. Cause what at Costco's and even at Costco's and what's that shit? Fucking Sam's Club, they gas gonna at least be what a good they gas a good amount of cents cheaper than other gas stations and shit. Other gas stations. I need to find out who used my motherfucking my little reward money from fucking Sam's Club. I forget who I let use my Sam's membership. I think the motherfuckers and spent my money I've been earning off on some fucking gas from that motherfucker. And then El Farper says Lady Lindsey Graham says love war, says in the company of man, says he's a lackey for Trump. Absolutely gay ass homemade motherfucker who ain't about the fighting shit that American soldiers go to. That's why I be looking at that shit about, man. That's why I always be looking back. That's why I be like, I'm a blessed ass nigga, man. I'm a blessed ass dude. That's why I laugh at so much shit. When it come down, because I swear if I'd have went to that Iraq or wherever they would have sent us, Afghanistan or something, it wouldn't have been nice. I already know it wouldn't have been me feuding with them other motherfuckers who come. It'd been these bitch ass niggas who was in some of the units. And they got talking that sideways shit or acting a certain way. I would have, man, come on, I would have did some way out shit. Like other niggas where I come from, we want to be on blood and Crip shit. I'm black shit all fucking day. I'm like a black, how did the Crip Mac extra out niggas be acting fucking on GM, who, Zark Zone shit. I'm like that when it comes to races. I ain't on the blue and red flag color shit. But with them niggas over there, that's why I be like, man, when I went to that recruiting office and I'm signing my motherfucking life away to join this fucking military, right before I signed that shit, I asked that recruiter, like, damn, do I got to serve 4 years? And that nigga said, he was honest, because I don't think my recruiter was one of the recruiters that fuck people over. Some people have recruiters that fuck them over. And he said, nah, you can do 3 years. No, it wasn't even my recruiter. It was the other recruiter who was the top recruiter there, who was like the head recruiter over there, the highest ranking sergeant over. He was like, no, you can do 3 years and still be at full benefits. They don't tell people that shit. They make everything, the military be lying, the motherfuckers won't tell you shit. He was like, you can do 2 years and get only half your benefits. You can do your 3 years and still get the same benefits of 4 years. Lucky I did that shit, because that shit stopped me from going to Iraq. While I'm in there, that September 11th shit happened. My unit ain't on that fucking DRB1 shit. That's the shit where leave me while I spit on that captain and shit. We was on DRB2, not where our division is in the deployable status anymore. That's why the fourth ID, the ones who found Saddam Hussein in that hole from that division, were the ones over there. Cav and them go later. I was out of there. I was done. But then was another one of homies who signed probably, I think he came in there not much long after me when he get to Fort Hood. But so his contract like a 4-year contract. They were saying, and this before they hit tanking they had that shit going on when I was in there doing when Bush stupid ass sent all these people, even imagine, and look how nothing happens to these presidents. Their hands get washed of the blood, get washed of the fucking atrocious shit that they pull to send young dudes from poor economic backgrounds off to go die for their worthless ass fucking wars that they benefit from. Their families eat off of that shit. While all the rest of the motherfuckers who served this shit as veterans and all that shit, all they left with is fucking mental scars and physical pains and shit. Don't get a fucking thing off of this shit. He sent motherfuckers into this war talking about Saddam had weapons of mass destruction for his one war, then sent the other motherfuckers in there as going to look for bin Laden and Afghanistan harboring terrorists and all this other dumb fake ass shit, all behind September 11th. We went to war over 20-year war over some shit that happened in a 16-acre block, knocked down 2 big ass buildings, hit the Pentagon and then the field, and we go to war over that shit off of a fucking lie. And it wasn't about no outcome. They don't give a fuck about the outcomes, about ending this shit, winning this shit. It's all about, as soon as you go in there, why the fuck is it? I've been looking like, man, what the fuck is this company coming over here for? Hold on, what these trucks doing here? Wait, why is this company set up here? Oh, you about to get out? Oh, the homie about to get out, man. Man, peace to you. You done got out, man. You just served your time. Wait, damn, this ain't got that company shirt on. What you doing back here? Man, shit, nigga. I'm over here making 6 figures. I'm just driving trucks. What? For who? Oh, this is what's that nigga? This Dick Cheney motherfucking company. Yeah, we over here, man, eating good, man, making all this money, 6 figures. I'm about to pay off my house by the time I get back at all this money. Wait, so it's pointless for me to serve in the military? I might as well get out and work for one of these niggas' companies. Like, oh, hell no. Then they start opening private military security. That secure shit. Let the little poor ass soldiers go in there, die, set up everything, set the perimeter, then bring in these old fake ass private fucking mercenary motherfuckers in here, and then they making stupid amounts of money. Like, all this shit is some fraudulent shit with these old piece of shit ass people. And I've been overstood that shit. So me signing that shit, September 11 popped off. I get out the one homie who come in after me, had 4 years in his shit. And I remember they were saying, because I was out there, but all the homies are saying when they gave that nigga stop loss, like he was always bragging, like, yeah, nigga, I'm out here, woo woo. He laughing at shit. He about to go home. He getting out. Stop loss hit our fucking MOS. They stop loss tanking. MOS for tankers were stop loss. First, it was just people with, like, I worked with a girl in that gym who was a linguist, who was a initial white girl. She knew that Arabic shit or whatever them Iraqis speak. She spoke that shit. And then special forces people, the Rangers, Delta Force, all them people had stop losses. So they fucking enlistment, discharge dates, voided that shit. That girl showed me her shit. Her shit so indefinite for its the ending date when she first sent that shit. It's a movie called Stop Loss. They hit that dude with stop loss. They say he had like maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks left to getting out when they stop loss hit fucking 19 kilos tankers. And he had to go over to Iraq and shit. Yeah, he lucky as fuck to have not been killed in that motherfucker. But imagine what scars he has. And then Otto Boxer says, Tavlasi Cuss says our records ain't meant to be broken, says by no foreigners. Says only us allowed to break our record, says we got to protect what's ours. And then you let Kobe tell Kobe a French nigga and all that shit. And then Mark Summers says Otto Boxing says on so he said Otto Boxing on the slave simulator right now. He said a slave simulator. They are laughing at your ass. And then Alpha Person says Drew Titan wears a do-rag, says with spikes on part. Wait, he wears a do-rag with spikes on the part, says that goes across the forehead. Says ain't fucking with us, ain't fucking with dude. Man, that nigga's a bitch, homie. He one of them old motherfuckers. What's the little weird nigga used to guard the subways with the little berets? That nigga Drew was part of that shit. What's the most stupid ass niggas? That little white dude had these niggas acting like they defending the damn subway. That's at the Trump mama got beat up by that white boy. And they had a little white dude down in New York. You know who I'm talking about, LFL player. You say you from New York. They had a white dude was doing all that shit. They wore red jackets with the black berets, and they think they tough, standing around every nigga in New York looking at it like these stupid ass, degenerate, wannabe tough niggas nobody pay attention to. And as Charles says, Drew needs to come out the closet. That's a fact. Yeah, was that Guardian Angels? That's a fact though, Andrew Charles. That nigga Drew Titan do need to come out the closet. That nigga fucking raging ass homo, homie. Let me see if that's the name of that group. You might be right. They might be the Guardian Angels. That used to be on Geraldo all the time. Let me see. I think even in New York they end up beating that nigga up. He ended up getting his ass beat up down there too. Say Guardian Angels. No, it's gonna show me a Guardian Angel. Guardian Angels, New York. There we go. Let me see. And yup, that's them stupid motherfuckers. This is exactly who this nigga is. Oh, and I guarantee, I'm glad I said this. They probably got a picture of this weird ass nigga Drew. He probably was one of these stupid motherfuckers. Let me see. There go a black fool. Let me see. One of these niggas look like this idiot nigga. He was in this stupid ass shit. These niggas was some pathetic ass motherfuckers. It was the Guardian fucking agents. Get the fuck out of here. Look at these stupid motherfuckers, man. Somebody kick these fucking unable to defend shit ass motherfuckers on one of them rails and shit. These stupid looking motherfuckers. Man, what's the history of this dumb ass shit? I guarantee you the nigga got beat up and wanted to defend some shit. Look, it started right around the time Trump mama got beat up down there in New York. It says it's an American nonprofit volunteer organization says with the goal of unarmed crime prevention. Niggas ain't even got a gun. It is definitely get beat. How many members of this group that got beat the fuck up? So the organization was founded by Curtis, immigrant, Silva, however you say this motherfucker's name. It says in New York, February 14, 1979. He says created the original Guardian Angels to combat violence and crime in New York City subways. Organization originally trained members says to make citizens arrest for violent crimes. Members patrol the street. Let's see what's their record. How many days it got beat the fuck down? Let me see. Koch later reversed his stance on the organization. So Mayor Koch, remember Mayor Koch from the People's Court? Let me see. What's their record? Let me see. How many niggas got beat up out this group? I know niggas down in New York is beating these niggas the fuck up. Yo, son, back your bitch ass up. Let me see. What's their controversies? Says controversies in the early 1990s, Guardian Angels was involved in a public controversy with American rapper Ice Cube since following the release of his 1991 album Death Certificate. The group criticized the album's lyrical content, arguing that certain songs promoted racial hostilities and social division. This bitch ass dude says and publicly condemned Ice Cube's work in the statements to the media. Guardian Angels urged broadcasters, including MTV, says to reconsider airing Ice Cube's music videos. Ice Cube later responded, says to the criticism in his work, including a reference to the group, says on the track Dirty Mac, says, oh shit, I didn't even know this. Says from his third solo album, says, and he criticized him in The Predator, says, in which he made a dismissive lyrical remark about the organization. Yeah, fuck this group. This that group. Drew Titanho ass is in this group. Just where the nigga develops a little weird ass mentality that this nigga got. He a weird ass motherfucker, bozo. And then but yeah, that nigga definitely in the closet, but he was a guardian angel. That's what he act like. He look and act like one of them motherfuckers. That nigga aged out guardian angel. Picasso laughing at El File player. Brett in there laughing at that shit. And then Jashawn says shared cards at the time. Says I had to be out there, so I had to spend that money. Laugh out loud, man. I would have, whoever we were sharing the car with would have had to be Hubert. Fuck that shit. Then they go in. DJ says, hell no. Says Kobe played all 4 quarters. Did Kobe? But did Kobe play like? I always heard Kobe because I never watched that game. I heard Kobe only played like 3 quarters or some shit. Or maybe he sat early in the 4th quarters from what I heard. I heard he didn't play all the game. All them sorry ass Clipper niggas winning. Look. The first thing this nigga do is hit me talking about what time because them niggas done won by 30 points. This nigga happy. Let me see. Let me get ready to end this shit. Hold on. This nigga happy now. Hold on. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Stop writing in the chat, folks, so I can end this when we do West Coast Wednesday. And this live. Let's see, 10:30. We'll go 10:30. Give me 1 second. Let that nigga happy now. He happy now. Oh, but they gotta play San Antonio sometime soon. They gotta play the Spurs soon. Let me see. They gotta play the Spurs soon. And that motherfucker, who everybody recognizing now, Wemby gonna dog them. So the Clippers and beat Timberwolves by 30 something fucking points. Them niggas and granted all the way up to 153. 45. Oh man, this nigga Kawhi was efficient. I ain't got no knocks. I can't look. This nigga about to be happy as fuck. Kawhi went off 15 to 20, 6 for 9 for the 3-point line. He was 9 to 10 at free throw, and he got 45 points without having to do it at the free throw line. All right, Kawhi. All right. Good shit. Yeah, that nigga gonna be talking shit. He gonna be running his mouth about them sorry ass Clippers. And then Picasso says Reds is right about those YouTubers dancing for food. Man, I only keep it real about motherfucker. I don't be talking about people like that. I just have an angle of seeing shit and I'm a clown it. Deshaun says my bitch at the time says gave it back. Says my bitch at the time gave it back. Says so I wasn't tripping, laugh out loud. All the money. And then on the box it says the Mark Summers says the only game I play is Mandingo Revenge. Says you get points says for smoking white dudes. You get for smacking white dudes in the mouth. Says and making black plantation love says to their white wives. It says I got the high score. That nigga's stupid. The DJ says any black person says join the military is foolish. Man, that's why your family owned property, like you talk about. Guarantee it started with one of your grandparents. It had to be your grandfather. So military veterans, black military veterans were some of the first property owners for black folks. So never forget that. You just got to fight for what's right. You just got to fight for what's right. And when you're in there, you got to stand up and fight for shit if you're being treated wrong. Like military service, nah. If you're going to be sitting, what's dumb is any nigga joining a gang and not getting nothing out of it. So that'd be always the things that niggas say wrong, bro. And I'm sorry that I gotta debunk you on that shit. But no, joining the military ain't foolish. Joining a gang and not getting shit out of it is wrong. Going on missions and never getting paid for it is wrong. Getting told what to do and be at hood meetings to where there's no money involved is foolish. Like, no, military shit ain't wrong. But that's what the military is able to help blacks get ahead. It's just that you got to fight these same motherfuckers I'm talking about in suits, the Trump and the George Bushes and them type of motherfuckers, the Ronald Reagan, any of these pieces of shit who have started wars. And then Velocicut says slave simulation says, and Mandingo's Revenge says sounds like Quentin Tarantino flick. And then he says on the box says Halliburton is Cheney's company. Yeah, that was a civilian motherfucker out the military, go back over there as civilian making all this fucking money and shit. And then Velocicut says she waited on Iraq, says on some Arabic shit, laughing out loud. Or he got the music. Well, no, he's singing the song. Says she waited on Iraq on some Arabic shit. Wait, whose song is that? And they were saying Guardian Angels and the Rolling. And then Mark Summers says that guy just ran for mayor, says of NYC. Oh, that little Guardian Angel retard, that nigga Drew Titan, old general and shit. And the Deshaun and the Rolling and shit. But folks, that's all I got. Let me go and set up this West Coast Wednesday show. I got to figure out what songs I got rolling. So let me end this shit, and I'll see y'all over there in like 30 minutes. This nigga Deuce gonna gloat about his weak-ass Clippers, who should see San Antonio on, what's their schedule? They should see San Antonio, who's gonna beat them by the score that you see today. When they play San Antonio, they play San Antonio, Monday. So Monday they play San Antonio. They about to get dogged. San Antonio about the dog walking. Damn, why this shit can't play on Prime and shit? Yeah, I done got Prime for nothing. I can't call none of these fucking games. That's why I don't be buying all that cable shit. These motherfuckers just rip people off like a motherfucker. Things ain't the way they used to be. All right, folks, that's all I got. Catch y'all on the backup channel in maybe 30 minutes. Peace.